Hey everyone.
Hey, and welcome to After Hours here at Linda's Electric Quilters.
Yay!
We are super excited that you are joining us this evening. We have a great segment planned out for you on Prewound Bobbins.
Exactly. Thanks for being part of our squad.
Woo woo.
We do have some merch on our website if you want to check it out. Okay, that's my plug.
Okay, glad you got your plug there.
But yeah, I am super excited to talk about Prewound Bobbins. We get the question a lot.
All the time.
You know, like, what are they? How many yards are there? Mm-hmm. Are they good to use?
What size do I use?
Yeah,
do I use cardboard or not cardboard?
Yeah, so we are going to answer all those questions for you today.
Awesome.
All right, let's get started.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so first we want to do is we want to show you the different pre-wound bobbins that we carry. Mm-hmm. Then we're going to show you the difference between them and then how to use them.
Okay.
All right.
I like a nice blueprint of what we're doing.
Exactly. All right, so let's show them what we carry first.
Okay, so let's start with the, you want to start with L or M?
Let's do L.
Start with L? Okay. Mm-hmm. So we're going to start off with our L size bobbin. So this is an L size Magna-Glide.
Okay.
So we're going to start with Magna-Glide on this one. Okay. So the L size Magna-Glide is going to have 20 bobbins in the jar. They're going to be 72 yards per bobbin. Mm-hmm. And one of the big benefits of having a Magna bobbin is there is a magnet on one side that holds into the inside of the bobbin case to keep nice, consistent tension.
And we do carry over 60 colors in that size.
Yes. The Magna-Glide goes hand in hand with the Glide 40 thread.
That's right.
So the number of the bobbin would match the top thread number for the Glide 40. The Magna-Glides are a 40 weight on there as well. So those are kind of your specs on the L size Magna-Glide.
Okay.
Now we also carry the L size Magna-Quilt. Mm-hmm. And Magna-Quilt goes hand in hand with the Quilt thread. On this L size, you're still getting 20 in the jar, and you're getting 74 yards on an L size Magna-Quilt. We carry 4 colors in Magna-Quilt on this one, and this is a 50 weight cotton thread.
Okay.
On that one. All right.
So let's move over. We're leaving the Magna series, and we're going over to the Clear Glide.
Okay. So leaving Magna series, going into Clear Glide, which is kind of different because they're not clear thread. It's just a clear plastic sided. We carry the L style on this one, and there are 5 colors, 5 neutrals that come in that. And on that one, you're going to have 115 yards on your L size. And you'll have 92 on a class 15. So we have 2 different sizes on that one, depending on what size your sewing or embroidery machine takes.
Exactly.
On this.
Yeah, and it's very important to know that they do take different ones. So you want to check with your manufacturer. We also have on Haberdasher's website, they have an excellent description and where you can put in what machine you have, and it'll tell you which bobbin you would be using.
Exactly.
Out of all of the bobbins.
Yeah. On the class 15, you're getting 8 in the tube that it comes with. On the class L, you'll be getting 10 in the tube that it comes with.
And another thing that you brought up the other day was like, after you're done using the bobbin thread, you like have all these extra bobbins.
You have extra bobbins, yeah, because they're plastic hard-sided ones. They're like the normal ones you use in your machine, so you have more bobbins now.
So you just keep those.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And the Clear Glide is a 60 weight thread.
That's important.
On this one.
A lot of people like to use that for embroidery.
A lot of people like to use it for embroidery. I like to use a 60 weight when I do piecing in the bobbin, so that's really, really nice. On that for my bobbin thread, I like a 60 weight. So those are our L's, or a little bit of smaller bobbins that we carry pre-wound.
Okay.
Let's move to our M style or the jumbo style, depending on what machine you have. So we'll start off again with the Glide. We have a Magna-Glide M style on this one. That one is going to give you 132 yards on this, again pairing with the Glide 40 thread. M style, same magnetic core on one side to go inside your bobbin case.
And it is like it pairs with the Glide 40 because it is a 40 weight.
Right. We have the M-Style Magna-Quilt, which is going to pair with your Quilt 50 weight thread. And on that M, you're getting 135 yards on this one when you're using that. And Diana did some really good research when it comes to benefits of pre-wound bobbins. You want to kind of explain that? Some of those benefits that you saw?
Yeah, so I was reading up on the bobbins, and I found out that because these are pre-wound with high density I shouldn't say high density, but basically high tech, high tech machines, they are actually wound very tightly. So the winding on it is consistent and tight, which actually, from what I've read, gives you 30 to 50% more thread on that pre-wound compared to if you wind it yourself.
That does make a whole lot of sense, though. Because I know I was working on piecing a quilt, and I used one of these Class 15 clear glides in the gray when I was piecing the other day, and I felt like it was just going forever and ever and ever, and I still have a ton left on the bobbin, and that's like the first time I've never had to change a bobbin while piecing, which was great.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. And like I said, 30 to 50% more on pre-wound. People always say, why would I use a pre-wound versus a one that I wind myself? And we have always used the ones that we wind ourselves. We would just put them on a standalone bobbin winder, right? But then we started using some of the pre-wounds, and we can definitely see the benefit of the pre-wound now.
Yes.
Again, more bobbin on there. It's tightly wound. It definitely keeps the tension the same.
Nice, smooth, easy, consistent tension on that.
So where your regular bobbin that you wind, it's only going to be, the tension's only going to be compared based on how good your standalone bobbin winder is.
Yeah.
Or, those sewing machine bobbin winder is.
Yeah, and sometimes that can be a hit or miss even.
Exactly.
So let's
really
look at demonstrating how they're used with a Magna series.
Okay.
So I'm going to work with
let's show one more bobbin that we've been asked about a lot. I want to throw that one in there.
Okay.
So we've been asked a lot about cardboard, bobbins that have cardboard on them. So there's lots of pre-wounds out there that have the cardboard on there. Okay. And from the research we've done, because we don't sell the ones with the cardboard, is that it's very important that you take one side off.
Okay. Doesn't matter which side you take off?
It does.
Oh.
So you want to make sure you take the side off that you wouldn't, I don't even know how to describe it.
You were trying. I saw you going for it. I didn't mean to throw that one at you. So when you hold your bobbin in your hand, like so, if you want to have that bobbin thread coming down on the right-hand side when you're placing it in your bobbin case, it wants to make kind of like a number 9. And I know it's harder to see because it's a darker thread on the background. There we go. Now we can see it with my hand. So you want to have that coming on that right-hand side. And the cardboard piece that you will leave on is the one that's going to go in the bobbin case, towards the bobbin case inside.
Correct.
The one you would take off is the one that would go facing towards the machine. So have your thread come down on the right. You would take that top cardboard piece off, so you can use these nice fine tip tweezers that we carry.
Love them.
And you can just pull that cardboard off. Sometimes it takes a little bit more depending on the one you have. That one came off pretty easy. And you would just set that off to the side. You're not going to need that again. But that's how you would take off that cardboard if you have a cardboarded side one.
Exactly. And so that's really important to definitely see how you left one cardboard piece on. You have the right direction, and then you put it, and that's just from the research that we've done. I do know that some people still leave both sides of their cardboard on, and they're having no issues. That's great. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, if it works for you, keep going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So while you have that one in your hand, why don't we start talking about bobbin cases?
Okay.
And then how you would put them in the bobbin case.
Okay. So for a cardboard-sided bobbin, you want to leave that no backlash spring inside of the bobbin case. You're going to place that cardboard side in, just like normal, and then thread that bobbin case like you're used to.
There you go.
Just like that.
And you would just do the same thing, gauge your tension on your toe gauge if you have a gauge.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you want to use the Magna series, so anything that has a magnetic core on it, you want to make sure that you remove that no backlash spring because it has to magnetize to the inside of the bobbin case. So you would take these nice fine tip tweezers, and you're going to go right underneath that spring, kind of pop that out, just like so. Now, I would highly recommend, and I believe Diana would as well, if you plan on using the Magna one, the Magna-Quilts or the Magna-Glides quite frequently, I would have a separate bobbin case on hand that you already have the spring out of, because removing this spring in and out, in and out, in and out is going to cause damage to the spring over time, and then you're going to have to end up replacing it. So you might as well just have a spare bobbin case on hand.
And they're not the easiest things to replace.
No, sometimes they can, and sometimes it's tricky.
Yeah, so no matter what, I'll show you this at the same time. No matter what backlash spring you have in there, you could have the one that you just saw, or you could have one like this that's in the L size. They all need to come out to be able to use those Magna-Quilt type of bobbins.
Exactly.
Okay? All right, now that we have that out, let's show them how they put it to fix it.
So we are working with an M-style one right now, and the Magna-Quilts or the Magna-Glides, when you look at the core of the bobbin, One side has just a plain color core, and they're all different. Some
Yeah.
are, some are green, aqua, teal, blue, cerulean. You do all sorts of different colors. And then one side is going to be black. That black side is the magnet, and that is what's going to go towards the inside of your bobbin case. You want to make sure that is facing in the bobbin case, not towards the machine.
Exactly.
Don't ask us how we know. Just saying. Make sure that goes in towards the bobbin case. So I can grab a little bit of my thread off here, just like that. And you'll see that that magnet is placed on the bottom part, and that thread's going at that 9, just like we talked about. It's already ready for you. It's already ready for you. So you're going to take that magnet, drop that down in. It's going to magnetize to the inside, not even coming out, just like a blizzard when they have to flip it over to check it. And then you're going to thread that bobbin case, just like normal. Now, one benefit of having a magnetic core is a nice, smooth, consistent tension because it's magnetized to the inside of that bobbin case.
Exactly.
It's not moving. There's no jiggle on that core, and it's going to continue to come off perfectly every time.
And as you start using more and more of the bobbin thread, it's still staying magnetized in there, so it's keeping that even tension.
Right.
When you don't have a magnet in your pre-wound, as you use more and more of the thread, it's very possible that it might jiggle a little bit and kind of start changing your tension just a tad. Nothing wrong with that. It's just to let you, so you're aware of that.
And I don't know if you've ever noticed when you're quilting, when you're working with a bobbin, especially if you wind your own, as you get lower in that thread on your bobbin that you've wound yourself, sometimes the tension on your quilting gets a little weird because there's less weight. The tension is now different.
Correct.
This stays consistent that whole entire time, so you're not having to check tension every single time you do another pass of quilting because the bobbin has become a little lighter than it was when you initially started it.
Exactly. And one more keynote is that Havendash, my field tech, loves to recycle. So if you keep all these little cores, because when you're done, obviously you have this little piece, you can fill up the jars that it comes in and then send it back to them, and they actually recycle those for you.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
You can fill the whole thing up, and you can get it sent over to them, and they'll take care of them, which I think is cool, saving the environment a little bit.
Exactly.
So those are just a few of the different ones that we carry. The clear glides, which are your plastic-sided bobbins. You have the Magna-Quilts, which are the cotton Cairo quilt thread bobbins, and the Magna-Glide, which are the Glide 40 weight bobbins on that.
Exactly.
All of them are available on our website, longarmsupplies.net, underneath the Bobbins tab. And just like that, so many different, there's so much education on bobbins. Let me tell you, I didn't even know some of the stuff you were talking about.
Yeah, and we probably missed out on a lot because there is just so much
There's so much, yeah.
But that definitely gives you an idea of what pre-wound bobbins are, the difference between the types, the sizes, how to use them inside your bobbin case if you have a bobbin case. And then how to, when it's, you don't have a bobbin case, how to put them in your sewing machine. So all the different, all the different sizes and things that we carry for you.
Definitely.
And all the different colors.
And all the different
Super
colors.
Fun.
Yep.
If you ever question what size bobbin that you use in your sewing machine, your embroidery machine, your long arm, and you're looking at the Havendash brand threads, they're on their website. They do have some awesome information under their education, like what size bobbin do I need? You literally just put your machine or select your machine name and it tells you exactly. We will have a link of that description also in the video.
Yep.
But really good information for you.
Definitely. Well, thank you all so much for joining us tonight on After Hours. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.